everybody. Welcome to the Future Talk. Today our guest is one of the most influential self-made women who was born, raised and live in Myanmar. She's managing not only the local market but also the regional markets such as Cambodia and Laos. Based in Thailand, she's working at the world's #1 largest beauty company, managing thousands of products across South Asia. So, please help me welcome Machutan at Boke. Can I say that so your answer is like support system for the people is the most important?
And telling you the truth. And telling you the truth, it's very important.
Telling the truth, yes.
It's very important. And at the work as well. The support system at the work, meaning your family at office, it's also your another family, extended family. Something I always believe is, if I have seen further, it is by the standing a shoulder of giant. It's a quote, by the way, it's from Isaac Newton. So this is a quote that I always believe in. I could see further with this ground, the solid support system of my team and people around me. Then you see further. It's never you alone.
I see.
It's people around you play a big role at the same time.
Okay. So without that support system, you cannot make it today. Is that what you mean?
It is very important to have a good support system. In order to have a good support system, you need to really find, you need to build that as well. It doesn't come, naturally. So you need to build that as well. So in order to make that happen, you have to make choices at the same time too,
Yes, yes.
So
yeah, I understand.
I wouldn't say I will not come further this long. It might take longer, but with this support system,
yes,
things are much smoother.
Smoother.
Yes.
Okay, yes, I understand. So let me move to the next question.
Sure.
And this topic is the hottest topic in our show. It is about the money conversation. Let's talk about the money.
Money, okay, something I never want to talk about.
Let's talk about
Except
it.
market share.
Except market share. Okay. So yes. So can you tell me about your, your market situations and the job fulfillment and those kind of things, your working culture and those kind of things first. So it is a big topic to cover. So stage is yours and you can have time for that. Yes.
Could you please repeat because the question is a bit long. I didn't catch the.
Okay.
Yes.
So there are 3 things actually. The question is, can you tell me more about your market?
Okay.
And your job fulfillment?
Yes.
And your working culture?
Right. I'll start with the working culture. As you already know, I am managing different parts of the other country as well. So every country, you need to go with an open mind. Every country and everyone has a different culture that you need to respect. So you have to really go with open mind first, and you need to listen to people first of all. So this is how you need to adapt and you need to develop the business as well as people and yourself as well. And then the market, again, it's 3 different markets. Yeah. So which market, every market has a different strategy, of course. Under my division, there are 3 brands: L'Oréal Paris, Maybelline, Garnier. These are affordable mass brand. And L'Oréal Paris is world #1 beauty, and Maybelline is world #1 makeup. And Garnier again is the very natural skincare, and then the leading skincare as well. So these three brands in the 3 different markets has a 3 different strategy. So you can't be rigid with one strategy in one country. But what is fortunate to me is 3 countries are the youngest median age in the Asia.
I see.
In Asia, in Myanmar, 54 million population and median age is 28.
28, yes.
And Laos and Cambodia, Laos is the youngest, 24, and the Cambodia is slightly older.
Yes.
So with that very young population, from a business perspective, you can recruit lots of consumer. So next 1 billion consumer, the topic. So the opportunity is enormous, it's huge. So therefore you need to put a different strategy, how to play in different markets to win.
That's exactly what I would like to know, because you manage, what I'm interested about you is you manage very different people, different market.
Very diverse, very diverse.
Right? Very
Yes.
diverse. So you need to have different strategies, but your core value is the same. I think
the
your
same.
core value
It's
is
the
the
same,
same.
yes.
Yes, because you have to influence the people, and
Yes.
also you have to manage the people.
Right.
So can you tell me the difference between the one country and one country for
Well,
managing the people?
Well, but in here, in Myanmar, a lot of people are really hunger for knowledge.
I see.
And then
Yes.
the learning
They would
part.
like to learn. Yeah.
They're really willing to learn the attitude, and also aptitude, and that really give you altitude, So,
Yes, yes.
So it's really right mindset and all this. So here, in your own country, I have to work with both, I have to be hands-on at the same time as
Yeah.
well, not just by preaching. So I have to go really hands-on with things that I do and develop my team as well.
Please tell me more about your market, job satisfaction, and the fulfillment. This is a huge topic, so you can have your time.
Well, it's very simple. The fulfillment is a sense of purpose. It's
Okay.
linked with sense of purpose. Whatever you do, it has to make sense, and the performance with purpose is very important. Then fulfillment will come accordingly. And when it comes to market, I am now managing 3 different countries,
Yes.
very diverse.
Yeah, very
So
diverse.
whatever you do, whenever you see people, you need to have open mind. You have to be
Yes.
open-minded. And then second, you need to listen to people. You can't just make judgment or make quick decision.
Yeah.
You need to have an open mind, first of all. Then listen the difficulties and also the culture, everything that differences
Yes.
we have. And that's where you make your strategy and you make your planning accordingly. And the 3 markets that I have, and I am very fortunate that these 3 in Asia, 3 youngest country. So that means it's a huge opportunity from every brand perspective, especially 3 brands that I am managing: L'Oreal Paris, Maybelline, Garnier, etc. So, but every market we have to make a different strategy.
Yes.
And the outcome, of course, is also very different
Okay.
according to the strategy and the planning.
Yes, I understand. So my next question is, do you believe the money is important for everyone to be successful? How do you think?
Yes, it depends on how you look at it. I'm not following by the book, but in an easy explanation for everybody, I would say, I'm sure everybody knows the Maslow, theory,
Yes.
the triangle. If you do not even have the basic needs of, the food and shelter and the
Yes.
security, etc., you can't even think beyond.
Yes.
After this, is it what you want? No. After that, you want to have some assurance, love and acknowledge and etc. The middle stage.
Yes.
Then after that comes to a triangle, the tips of the triangle, the self-actualization.
Yes.
That's where the spark comes, sharing.
Yeah.
So you want to do things not for yourself anymore. You want to do things for others, again with a purpose. So the question is not very straightforward. It's
Yes.
not just yes only, but there is a reason behind to support this yes.
That's a really good answer.
Thank you.
Because a lot of young people, a lot of young generation nowadays, they're working for, I feel like they have a wrong perspective on the money. Of course, money is important.
Yes.
But the thing is that they're working for money and they don't feel fulfillment and
Right.
job satisfied. So
Yes.
that's a problem. So
Yes.
so they work for the titles again. Nowadays, like everyone wants to be an entrepreneur.
Yes.
And they want to quick fix the things.
Yes.
If I have an entrepreneur, I'm the big boss in my company.
Yes.
They feel something like that. I want to be a CEO. I want to be a general manager.
Right.
So what is your perspective on that kind of things? The title forming and the money.
Well, for me, the message I want to share, which I always believe in, it's now you talk about title.
Yes.
So something I always believe in is don't get obsessed with the title only. The title comes at its own time and when you deserve it. You can't just, go all the way just to get the title.
Yes.
So my message is, it's very good that you have this dream and the ability and the energy in your system that you have this, that you want to make it happen, which is very, very good. Not everybody has it though. So if you have this, the ambition
Dream.
and the dream is very good. But you can't just walk there. You need to focus at the present moment of what you're doing. So today, a lot of people I see as well it's also the message that I want to give it to a younger generation of today, is that you can have a big dreams, but focus on the present moment and be at your best. Not be yourself, be yourself at your best and perform at your best. Then inside of your company and people around you valued you, the outside will be, even your value will be recognized by outside as well. Then along the way, while you're working on the present situation, you need to differentiate what is your value or the added value of who you are. So what do you want to be famous for? That is very important. You can't be famous for everything. You need to have a unique selling point, just like product, just like any other, brand. So Ahkar, Boke, we are also our own brand. So how do you want to portray your brand? And what is your unique selling point? You need to work on that first. Then, while you're working on your path, there are 4 C that I always believe in that. And the message that I also want to share is, you need to have courage. Especially for local Burmese like us, we grew up and we study in education like follow what teacher said. You're not allowed to ask questions. So everything for us is yes, 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 even with the parents as well. I am very fortunate that my parents, they never stopped me for anything that I want to do. So they are very traditional, looks conservative, but very open-minded at the same time, especially with things that I do. So first, you need to have courage. That is very easy to say, but in order to really exercise at your day-to-day, it's very difficult. So I will really suggest, be bold. You have to know what you want and have courage, to express to others. Be bold, but not in a negative way, of course. That is one C. Another C is consistency. This is something very important, and which I see is lack, in a lot of areas. So you need to be consistent in things you do, what you say.
That's a proof. 25 years consistently in the beauty industry.
That's where you build your credibility. So you need to be very consistent with what you do. Courage, consistency. Of course, you need to have confidence. And at the same time, you have to be a good communicator, a good communication. Communication doesn't mean sending text or posting your picture on a digital, whatever. No. If you want to be a leader, when you lead to the big crowd or the big organization or people around you, you need to show them the future. You need to communicate them why we have to walk together on this path. They have to come with you together. So you need to be a good communicator to show the future for everybody. And these 4 are fundamental: courage, confidence, consistency, and the communication. But these 4, above of all, you need to have integrity. You have to be ethical in everything that you do. Otherwise, things will become very short-term. So in order to go for the long term, you need to have these 4 elements together with integrity. So then I think I cover all the questions that you want me to answer. So that's a basic.
That's unbelievable, the answers and information. It's a solid. So I believe that there are tens of thousands of audience are watching this show right now. And then this information, ladies and gentlemen, this is actually the show is all about. We have to share, the information that is so valuable.
Thank you.
What you answer.
Thank you.
So my last question actually, this is about the advice sharing. So for example, let's say if someone is exactly who want to be exactly something like you. So can you share or advise something? This is really important advice because your advice could change their future forever.
I didn't know that I'm that influential though. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. again, answer is not going to be short. It's going to be long.
Yes, please. It is very important.
Because everything in my life, since teenager, I wouldn't say since young,
Yes.
teenager, everything of my life, I didn't have any right. I have to fight for what I want and what I want to be. Because I grew up with a family from a middle class, but we were very comfortable. The stay-home mom, and then a government officer dad. We don't have so much of money, but we are very rich in love and the harmony and then unity. So, however, again, back to the first conversation I shared with you, my dream one day is to study abroad.
Yes.
Not to live abroad though, because I never had that dream. I always want to be in my country. Yes, and then this education dream didn't come true. Then from these phases to these phases, at the teenager age, it wasn't easy.
It was hard.
When your friends are, studying abroad,
I understand, yeah.
And with that journey, my high school time, I was able to go to a good school of those time. So people around me, my friends are quite well off, so they get a good education better than me, etc. So I couldn't go, I couldn't afford. So in that downside, I did not even have time to cry. I know I have to do something to support my family not to collapse. I was 17 years old by then.
That's about your value, responsibility.
That's where the responsibility come in place. Instead of me crying, sitting down, doing nothing, I try to build up the level that I would like to be and I would like my family to be. So that journey wasn't easy at all.
I can imagine, yeah.
So, and then, of course, but I am very blessed that throughout my career journey, all the bosses and mentor I had were very open-minded and then always give an opportunity for me to grow further. Even that, there are darker days that you want to give up. Okay, you absolutely want to give up, and this is it, and you just want to walk out of the door. This is it. There are days that you want to, you don't want to continue at all, which is, i.e., giving tender resignation. But I did not do that because I didn't even have time to look for another job, because I have my family to support, So I need to do what I had to do.
I see.
Then these the challenges became, every challenges became turned to a learning curve. Then before you know it, you become very strong on every circumstances. That's how you build step by step, slow and steadily.
I see.
So I don't know which message I have to give. The only simple message is have a courage and then be responsible of yourself and people around you. What I have explained, the earlier part is the real life about myself, and then depends on how you take it. So I am sharing very transparently, not an easy journey, but this is how I have gone through. The second element, which is very important for myself and also for everybody, is managing your own time. Time management. Time management doesn't mean coming to office at 9 and going back at 6. With this new normal, nobody is, it's work from home, work from everywhere, as long as you are connected,
Yes.
So where is time management come? So time management come in different form. So knowing priority, knowing what is urgent and important. So this is very, very, crucial for everybody. Not a lot of people understand difference between, urgent or important. So,
yes, it is.
And again, with that together, the if you can't even manage your own time, how are you going to manage your whole life or others people, life? So the time management as well is super important and crucial of someone's success, the career journey as well. So my true life, my real story, and also the time management, these are the two parts that I would really wish to share for all the audience who are watching this program. Thank you very much.
That's exactly what all of us need. Thank you very much
Thank you. Thank
for
you.
your answer. Thank you very much.
Thank
It's a
you.
really great show. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you.